Well, hello and welcome people to the internet to another adventure. My name is Ganyans. This is Acolyte of the Altar, a fairly new roguelike deck builder. Came out back in March, and this is a little bit different than a lot of the other roguelikes we've already played in the fact that this is a boss fighter. So, boss fighters like, Shadow the Colossus, Monster Hunter, all these type of games where the focus is like to beat one powerful enemy. This is what this game is all going to be about. So we're not necessarily going to be going against enemies who have other decks of cards. It's going to be boss enemies. So we'll see what that's like in the tutorial here. I already ran through a little bit just to see a little bit of what's going on. So let's jump into a new game. Okay, and we're actually not going to get the tutorial again. So I'll explain as we jump into it. So we pick our patrons. I have not yet figured out exactly what this does. I'm sure it just changes our starting deck. So this is probably like the primary. There's probably like primary and secondary cards. So actually it's probably best just to choose the same faction for now. The green god here on the right is locked in the demo. So we are locked to these two. So we get to choose a gift, and basically the number down here, it corresponds with the number of slots down here. Once you start getting up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 6 to 10 points, you draw one less card on the beginning of a fight. And then once you get up here, I actually haven't read this. Draw one less card on fight start and begin with one less mana. So you can take like these artifacts to help you out, but the more you take, you're going to get punished. Each time a creature strikes for exactly 1 damage, gain 1 borrowed life. Ooh, okay. Acolyte of the Altar, you're failing my first test. If I hover over something that's highlighted in a different color or a keyword, you should tell me what that is. Become immune for the rest of the enemy's turn the first time you hit 10 life, and then again at 5 life. Well, we did just take a class that says you start with a 1/1, so I guess let's take Bundle of Snakes. And it's only 1, so we have a lot of room to grow. So what is the story of this game? What are we doing? So we are an acolyte, and the acolytes are basically humans that succumb to the power of gods. So on this world, there were thousands of gods roaming the earth. Well, I don't know if it's Earth, but roaming the world. Eventually, humans came into existence and started to worship these gods, and eventually broke into factions, right? Because they obviously were all worshiping different gods because they offered different powers. Eventually, the gods wanted the humans to fight each other, so that way one god could rule supreme. The gods end up fighting each other as well. Now we're left in a world where there are 3 gods left, the ones that we just could pick from at the very beginning. But they're all equally powered, so they can't really beat each other. So us acolytes are going out here and collecting these beasts. These beasts rule not rule the world, but they're spread throughout the world. We're trying to collect them so that way we can sacrifice them to our god. So that way they become more powerful than the others and can rule supreme over the world. Quite dark. So what do we got for gameplay? We, of course, have our mana down here in the right corner, our health, our cards, all very familiar, right? Mana cost on the top left. We have our attack power. We have our creature's health. And then, of course, they have abilities down here. So the bosses, or our enemies, will not be playing cards of their own. Typically, you would think that this is our row, this is their row. Not the case. This is just where we put cards when they're ready to attack. So bosses are going to have different abilities. You can see up here. If you're familiar with Hearthstone, these are kind of like hero powers. I haven't figured out yet when. I think these yellow things might indicate how many turns left until they do the thing. So we'll see going forward. So let's see. We have a Vent Crawler. So it's a 1/1 charge, which means that it's going to attack immediately, or it can attack the first turn it's summoned. So we just start with a 1/1. We only have 1 mana. This is our first turn, so we could summon a 3/1, which is what I think we're going to do. So any attacking abilities that the boss has always target, unless it says otherwise. Yeah, okay, so we just drag up here to the attack row, we hit the attack button, and they attack. Obviously, the goal is to get the enemy down to 0 health. Yeah, so it looks like... Oh, maybe it doesn't do it this turn, but it just opens them. Got it. So basically the boss is going to do these abilities on their next turn. So they have spin, summons length of thread until your board is full. Gotcha. So it's just going to summon a bunch of 0-1s. We have, it's going to do measure, kill all lengths of thread. Each one killed increases measure's count by 1. Okay. Oh, and then cut. Deal 1 for every 3 tokens of measure. Overkill. An ability with overkill will deal leftover damage to the opponent directly. Got it. So basically this thing's going to flood the board. It's going to get rid of the board and then deal our creature 1 damage, and then, you know, the rest tramples over to us. When you loot a new card, a tiny disciple is sadly replaced from your deck. Okay. End of turn. Lose 1 attack. So it's basically a 4-1. I think that's okay, though. I don't think... Actually, I don't want to risk that. I think... Okay, so it looks like your creatures are automatically... they're automatically summoned to the right. So you can't choose to put something in front of your creature to the left. So I don't know what the... so this is from our snake thing. It's temporary health. I'm guessing it just... I don't know why you would have temporary health and not max health, but it is what it is. Forbidden card. Oh, it fills our board, not your board. Okay, got it. So... Okay, I see. So we basically want to flood the board as fast as we can. Actually, it doesn't really matter because this is already dealing 2 damage, and all our guys are, like, weak. Got it. So we want to flood the board. Forbidden cards cost 1 extra mana. Your primary patron gives you 1 each combat. Gives you 1 each combat start. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, so this is showing us a preview of what's happening. So it looks like 2 damage. Basically, it's going to do the thing again. 2 damage is coming at our creature here, but 1 is going to trample over and hit us. So I think, unfortunately, this turn we're not... and I don't know what this... Yeah, I don't know what this sword is. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to be mana efficient here. I mean, I could but it'd only be a 3/3. I kind of, right now, this is the best play for turn 5. So I think I'm going to do the Tiny Disciple. And then we should be able to send both our guys in here. Nice. Yeah, so our Mana Pool Koi, that's one we got from the tutorial here. So it's a 1/1 for 1, but when you play it, it spends all your mana, and it gets +1/+1 for each mana spent. So if we cast it as when we have 5 mana, it'll turn into a 5/5. So last turn it would have only been a 3/3. And I mean, we get a 2/2 here this turn. I don't know what cannon fodder is. Oh, okay, cool. Charge, summon, give me +1 attack. Cool. So we get immediately 2 3/1s with charge. That's super good. And now we can go ahead and pick up all our boys, put them up here in the front row, attack. And now we're also, like, filling up the board, so this charge is going to be less, which means they're going to be trampling over for less. And now... Yeah, now we can just go ahead. Well, it doesn't... Actually, we're 1 damage short. We couldn't have done that damage anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what this flaming sword is. I don't know. But we're only taking 1 damage here. And then, so this turn, this slash attack is going to open, and it would do it on the next turn. Which is, what, I think it's like 3 damage, maybe? Deal 3, yeah. So this would deal 3 damage, and the way, because it's not listed here, it would attack whoever is the most left. So basically, the boss abilities go from left to right, so it would do spin, measure, cut. So basically, these 2 creatures would die, and then slash would be doing 3 damage, but we're going to kill it. Give attackers +1 attack this round. That's pretty solid. Just whack him for a whole bunch. Okay, so we killed our first beast. I don't know what happens. This is all new to me at this point. Claim your reward. A tiny disciple. Oh, okay. So, oh, that's what it means. You loot a new card. Okay. I thought it meant, I'm thinking loot, like literally draw then discard. Hunting ground 1 of 5. Okay. So these are basically just generic cards. We could, ooh, the Leviathan. That looks sweet. So 4 mana, dominate 4. Dominate. Cards with dominate randomly kill your own creatures before entering play. Ravagers love to show off their strength. It has charge. And then grant me twice as much attack as creatures you've summoned this game. Rally. You can't attack again this turn. Huh? You can't, you can attack again this turn? What? How? Oh, so I have, got it. I have to have 4 creatures. Yeah, this seems absurdly good. So it basically has charge. It basically has haste and double strike. That okay. That seems really good. So cast master, deal 3 damage to a random creature every time a spell is cast. Hits directly if there are none. Every time a spell is cast. So likely these are spells. Ooh, that's not going to be good, especially for my build here. Okay, well, let's get our 3/1 down. And we'll attack you for 1. I'm not sure where I took damage from last turn. While you have borrowed life, damage done to you is instead absorbed by your borrowed life. Yeah, so I didn't realize I took... Oh, yeah, I did take damage. Duh. Yep, I remember. We have Lantern Lure. So I'm assuming that these are spells, which is really going to suck. Lantern Lure. Summons the Angler's Lantern to blind neighboring creatures. On death, grants neighboring creatures -1 attack, deal 2 direct damage to you. Is to you meaning me, or to you meaning the angler? Because if this is... Oh, right, because it's not summoning it on their side of the field, so it's summoning it on my side of the field. Got it. And this is just deal 1. So maybe this isn't... Maybe these aren't spells. Maybe it literally just means, like, spells in my deck. So, like, maybe Swarm Theme is a spell? Deal... every time a spell is cast. I suppose it could mean this. This would suck. So, if that's the case, I'm going to attack... Oh, wait. I don't even know if I can play cards after I attack. Well, guess we're going to find out. Okay, I can. Thank God. So that doesn't count as a spell cast. Huh. Then I don't know what does. And now you have Swipe. Deal 1 damage to all creatures. Bro. I was 1 turn away from my Leviathan, man. That's not cool. Okay, well, my whole board is dying, so I guess let's buff them up for this turn. Each time they stay behind during an attack. Oh, wait. Gives attackers +1 attack this round. So if I do this, do they all get it? Ah, got it. Okay, so got it. So you're a lord, but you have to sit back in order to do it. Makes sense. Okay, so now my board is dying. Yep, that sucked. That sucked a lot. So what happens? Can I just not... I don't think I can even play you. Cannot play that card's dominate cost. Yeah, that's rough. Okay, then I'm just playing Mana Pool Kois for the foreseeable future. Oh, okay. So this doesn't go away. This is literally just... Oh, no. Okay. So basically, you can't see what the ability is when it starts. It's closed. Once it gets to the amount of charges it needs, it opens so you can see what the effect does. It does it that turn, but then it still needs to charge every turn. So this ability is still once every 3 turns. At this point, it's probably better just to start getting down 5/5s rather than getting our chargers down. But that's kind of cool. We can use this lantern for us to do an additional damage. Okay, we got another little duder. But you're dead. All right. The angler's big dead. Yeah, interesting. I'm surprised they don't let you put your creatures anywhere. And you have to, I mean, yeah, I guess it Let's see. Let's see a little bit more. Creates 2 4/3s. Play. So what is play? Let me hover over and see what play is, please. Do I have to do it here? Advance all enemy rage gauges by 1. Oh, so when play is probably whenever it comes in. Again, my mind still goes to Magic the Gathering. So play. So basically, in Magic, if you don't play Magic the Gathering, you would play from the ashes. Beast of Tormentor would just enter the battlefield. So that's why the wording was a little weird for me at first. So you get 2 4/3s, which is pretty good, but it pushes the enemy's abilities up. And another pet peeve I have, I can't see my deck from here because I want to be able to see kind of what my curve looks like. We have a 0 mana 1/2, lose 2 life. Play, grant me attack equal to the number of other creatures you have. But he's only got 2 health. I think I'm just going to take it from the ashes. That might come back to bite me. But especially where we have that... I guess it's not great with the Leviathan guy. We'll see. Ooh, what is this? So you have False Prophet, Whisperers around... oh boy, my brain. Worshippers, gather around a golden trim throne, or Tricky Hunter, a strange man is crouching out of sight of some grazing animals. I don't know what any of this is. Let's go False Prophet. An old man in a gilded robe approaches you. Give these people something to believe in, and I will uplift your soul. So heavy with horrors. The man says. He is holding a small bowl and a knife. The blood in those veins has all I need for a quick miracle. He smiles. Donate a gift. Lift 3 burden. Lose 7 life. I don't know what lift 3 burden means. Oh, I think burden is the from the artifacts we have. I think. Yeah, see, it's this. So I don't want to do that because we only had 1. Adds a card with customizable stats to your hand. Start combat with Founder's Memorial, grants +0/+1 to all to neighboring creatures. If it survives turn 5, gain 5 beetles. If it survives 2 turn 5, what happens if you cast it before turn, like, if you cast it after turn 5? Does that mean it has to last 5 turns, or does that mean it has to last till turn 5? The thing is, granting, I think I'm gonna take it because granting +0/+1 is pretty good for all our 1/1s, especially like I don't know how common the 1 damage sweeping effects are gonna be, but if there's gonna be any more like pinging effects, it's still gonna be good regardless. So yeah, does this? Okay, so it's just a 0. Oh, and it's a 0/5 that just sits there. That's actually pretty good. Parry, counterattack, deal 1. If this kills a creature, it deals 1 as another counterattack. Okay, so you're dead. Okay, so we got to get down. We'll get down our Impling. Well, actually, you're not. Wait, aren't you supposed to start of turn grant? Oh, okay. Got it. So he comes in, but we haven't hit start of turn yet. He comes in after the start of turn, technically. Yeah, so this is kind of weird then. Because, okay, the reason why it's weird is if you weren't playing this god and you didn't get that 1/1 to start, you would only be able to give the +1 just to one creature, and it says neighboring, which is weird. So maybe there's creatures that automatically go to the left? Huh. Each turn lose 1 attack. And what did these do? Piercing Gaze. Deal 1 direct damage to your... Oh, I don't care about that. Restore 1 life to self. Overall, not too bad. I'm an idiot. My brain went, go to the next step. Hit the button. Well, hopefully that 3 damage doesn't come back to bite us. Yeah, see, it didn't make its way over here, so that's interesting. Okay, so here I'm just going to make a 3/3. And make sure we drag our guys into attack. Crescendo, what are you doing? Empower all other abilities, raising their effects by +1. I'm not sure what the 2 is here, though. Oh, okay. We need to kill him fast. We need to kill him fast. Let's get two of these guys. Let's get everybody in. Everyone, get in here. Okay, so it doesn't look like he continually gives +1/+0. It looks like it might be just once. Oh, nice. So how does this work? Do I get to choose what goes away? I guess we're going to see. Nope, it is totally random. Okay. Oh my... What? Grant me twice as much attack as creatures you summon this game. Bro. Okay, so you're just dead. Yep, card's busted. Card is busted. All right, epic card. What do we got? 1 minute, 0/1. Play. Discard your lowest cost creature. I gain their stats. Lowest cost creature. That doesn't... Why are you epic? I don't think that seems very good. End of turn, summon a crumbling gargoyle. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad. 2 bodies? And does it do this every turn? Deal 4 damage. Amount is 10% of the enemies. Oh, gotcha. So just deal 10% of the... No, I think we're taking Cathedral Survivor. That works really well with us. It's another... like, I'm going to call it token generator. Oh my god, you have so much abilities going on. So let's read these left to right. We got stomach contents. Decreased by 1 every other turn. Start of turn. If stomach contents is 10 or more, it bursts and I die. If stomach contents is 0, I starve and I die. Okay, so this doesn't really do anything. It just goes from 0 to 1. We have swallow. Deal 1. If this kills a creature, I gain 3 life and increase stomach contents by 1. Deal 1. Okay, so same thing. So it's going to deal 1 twice. Then we have Hanger Tantrum. If stomach contents is less than 3, deal 6. Knuckle Break. Counterattack, deal 2 to all attackers. Gross. And it decreased by 1 every turn. Okay, so we kind of just want to summon a bunch of weaklings, right? Because if your stomach contents is more than 3, then you won't do this. And this is only 2 damage to all attackers. So if my attackers have basically more than 2 health, they're fine to attack and then not die. Otherwise, you're just going to keep swallowing things and die. Or we can just work on killing you. That totally works too. Yeah, so I'm just not going to attack you because we want your stomach contents to go up. Right? Yep, you eat that. Oh, wait. Did I do that wrong? Start turn. If stomach contents is 10 or more, it bursts and die. Deal 1. If this kills a creature, I gain 3 life and increase stomach contents by 1. He ate something and then went down to 4, so I'm very confused. I think I'm gonna skip that and just literally kill you. Maybe, because all my guys are kind of weak. Okay, so I think I'm gonna sit. Basically, I think what I'm gonna do is hopefully just sit back, summon a bunch of guys. This is gonna take 2 turns. Yeah, see, this stayed at 5. I'm so confused by this now. Decrease by 1. Oh, every other turn. Okay. We're good. We're getting there. We're figuring it out. So let's put this guy down. You got 3 health. We like that. So now we can hit you here. That's a totally fine attack. You're going to swallow this. Yep, you went down by 4, so now... Oh, gotcha. Okay, we get it. So you're going to get 2 kills, and your hunger is going to go up. But then you're going to be stuck by this 3/3. So what I might do here... let me think for a second. So... I think what I'm going to do... So I'm going to attack with this unit because I actually want the 2 damage on it. Because otherwise... So basically on his next turn, he's going to swallow both of these, increasing his stomach contents. If I don't attack with this unit, it's going to take 2 turns for him to kill him. And at this point, I can also basically do this, swarm them, which are also 1 power creatures. So it's basically 5 creatures in a row that this thing's going to swallow, and it's just going to kill itself. Otherwise, if it didn't do that, then if I wanted to, next turn, I could do Impling and Leviathan if I drew it. Which I didn't. But that's totally fine. We can just put down another 1 toughness creature. And I guess we'll put down a 4/4. Doesn't really matter, because this thing's going to end up killing itself. I mean, our deck is probably built around this synergy very well, but likely there are other decks that probably have more like 3 health creatures. And in those situations... Yeah, see, so it's going to kill itself right here. In those situations, you would have to actually kill this thing, which would be tougher. If stomach contents is 10 or more, it bursts and I die. Oh, so it's... Oh, shoot. It's going to go down in its turn, isn't it? Oh, I totally forgot that had dominate. Whoops. Oh, that was actually super smart because now it's gonna die, eat this. Cool. Yeah, so it's gonna go down first, right? Oh no, it just bursts. Okay, cool. Yeah, I for some reason that was confused. Ooh, hang on, I'm distracted. Deal 10 damage and inflict all enemy abilities with wildfire. What is wildfire? Deals 2 to 3 damage each turn randomly. Afterwards, it has a very small chance to spread to another ability. Huh. but it already inflicts all abilities with wildfire. That seems really good. Let's but at 7, that's tough. It takes so long to get to, though. I think I'm just going to take another From the Ashes. That just seems so good. Okay, that was the full... That was, honestly, demo was shorter than I thought it was going to be. This is what I might play the full game of, or at least a couple levels. Yeah, so this was a demo of a game that does have the full version out. But you kind of got to see what was going on here. I think this is a really cool concept. I'm curious to see, like, can you unlock more cards? Like, what is the roguelike progression? This demo doesn't really show any of the meta progression. So we will probably check that out in a full, maybe not full length, like play the whole game, but definitely checking this out because I like where this is going. Let me know if you guys want to see a fuller or longer playthrough of this game and trying the different factions. Let me know down in the comment section below. If you did like this video, leave it a like. That helps out with the YouTube algorithm, getting this video out to other people, and then we can grow the channel. That would help me a lot, and I would really appreciate it. But guys, today I have been Ganyans, as the same as every other day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.